Welcome to another episode of Battle Axe. As always, coming to you from the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa, I'm Joey DONIA, alongside Bobby the Blade Bradford. We are getting closer and closer to our double elimination postseason tournament. It is week number 5 in this 7-week regular season leading up to the postseason. If you're new to the program, we'll get you all filled in on how it works, but before we do, let's take a look at the scoring. That outermost ring is worth 1 point moving inward. The rings are worth 2, 3, 4, and 5. The bullseye is worth 6, and then that small blue dot on the outermost ring, that's worth 8 points. It's what's called a kill shot. At any point throughout a match, a player can go for a kill shot. If they miss it, they get 0 points, Bobby, and here's what everybody's playing for.
That is what everyone is playing for, Joey. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw is currently the champion of the league, and there's a lot of competitors gunning for him.
Bradshaw looking to win the belt in back-to-back seasons. That, of course, has never been done. This belt is just a thing of absolute beauty.
It's very gorgeous, forged by the axe-throwing gods themselves.
I'm drooling on the microphone a little bit. Let's take a look at the league standings after 4 weeks of competition. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, a perfect 16-0 on the season, averaging nearly 56 points per game. Behind Bradshaw, it's Chris D'Onofrio, Casey Nines, Hannah Brussel, Cody Yoakum, Eric Shizzle, Brandon Feenstra, Sarah Fitting, Stephanie Prine, and Beth Jen rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, just a really great list of competitors there. You can see a lot of high average scores, Joey. Makes for some great matchups.
Let's go get it going here in week number 5. Chris D'Onofrio will take on Everett Shure.
Yeah, so Everett coming in with a 5-11 record. He is having a little struggles this year with the axe throwing, but definitely can put up some good points. And Chris, of course, is just locked in, putting up some really impressive scores.
Everett, bullseye, Chris.
And right on cue, D'Onofrio gets week number 5 started with a bullseye. Shure throws a 4.
Yeah, so again, Everett with that 4 on his first throw. He's got to start honing in on that 5 and 6 ring. We've seen him have stretches where he's done that before in the past, Joey. And I know he's looking to get back to that old form.
Well, D'Onofrio didn't miss the bullseye by much. Meanwhile, it's another 4 for Shure. So D'Onofrio quickly building a 3-point lead.
Yes, and this is something we've talked about before in the past, Joey. Again, when you're playing a competitor the caliber of Chris the Dagger D'Onofrio, those 4s are killers. They're only going to create more and more deficits for you to have to climb out of.
Well, another bullseye for D'Onofrio. Just like that, it's a 5-point lead. Both of these players, of course, love to go for the kill shot. We'll see if that factors into this matchup.
Absolutely. And something that Everett's kind of been going through this league is drops. So something he definitely wants to avoid in any matchup, but especially when you're going up against, someone like Chris the Dagger D'Onofrio. But that looks like a 5 there popping through on the right-hand side there for Chris, and it is. So Everett with a 5 as well. Looking to make up some ground here on his 5th throw.
Chris D'Onofrio leading this one 22-17. Throw number 5 on the way.
Like a couple nice throws there, Joey.
Yeah, might have a couple of bullseyes here.
There you go, and you see the good sportsmanship there as well. So still a 3-point lead though for Chris going into the 6th throw. But Everett's starting to find his throw.
Yeah, 5 and then a bullseye from Shure as he makes the turn here and gets ready to go for the second half.
Looks like a 5 there for Chris, and that's a really close throw there for Everett, not missing the bullseye by much. But it is a 5 nonetheless. Still a 5-point lead for Chris.
Yeah, Shure is throwing it really well, but he just can't gain any ground right now on D'Onofrio.
Exactly. Ooh, looks like a nice bullseye there, and a devastating 4 there for Everett if this is a bullseye. Wow, so he increases his lead to 7 points, Joey, 39-32, going into the 8th throw. Everett's got some serious work to do.
Nothing but 5s and 6s from D'Onofrio.
Well, and this is getting around the point, Joey, where we might be seeing some kill shot attempts here. This deficit's not getting any smaller. It looks like another nice bullseye there for Chris.
For Everett.
Of course, call Everett Shure Mr. Kill, but meanwhile, Chris D'Onofrio has been going for kill shots on a regular basis this season. When he builds a lead that's significant enough to get the win, it seems like that's when he usually goes for him. So might be seeing a kill shot here at some point, maybe on the last throw.
We just got the motion there for Everett. He is signaling for the kill shot. He's down by 9 points, so he almost has to.
Ooh, what a throw there from D'Onofrio. And Everett Shore missing the kill shot. So this one is all but over with. We'll just see if we get a couple kill shot attempts, and both Shore and D'Onofrio are going for the kill shot.
There you go. So Chris going for the kill shot alongside Everett. Already got this thing locked up, but looking to put up some really impressive points. And it looks that's very close for Chris. Oh, and it's ruled 0. Jenny's going to get a closer look, but that's very close. And, of course, here in Battle Axe, points are what matter most, Joey. So records can be thrown out the window, but these points are really what determines the seeding for the final double elimination tournament. And so all these points are very, very important, especially in Week 5.
Well, D'Onofrio wants to shine a new light on this one and see if it might be a kill shot.
And we're going to get Casey Laserwolf Nines to come in, an official judge here in Battle Axe, and he's going to take a look at it here, see maybe if he can see ever so slightly that little blue kind of popping through on the right-hand side of that blade. And you can tell it's pretty close, and it looks like he might see something here, Joey. He's going to bring in Jenny a little closer to get a closer look at it. But, man, what a big ruling here.
Well, either way, it's going to be an impressive round for D'Onofrio.
Sure, but when you're chasing the Magic Man, you know, these points are, 59 would be much nicer than a 51.
8, Chris.
Ooh, so it is overruled. Wow. So it looks like, as they're pulling out the axe there, you can see it was popping through on the right-hand side. So a fortunate break there for Chris the Dagger D'Onofrio, and an impressive victory.
D'Onofrio getting Week 5 started with a statement, a round of 59.
Yeah.
What a round from D'Onofrio.
Just incredible. Just a great round. Very close, obviously, to 60, but you can see there he got a unicorn on his 7th, 8th, and 9th throw, and then just tied a bow on it with a kill shot at the end. But for Everett, you can see he had that nice little stretch, Joey, of 4, 5, and 6 throws, going 5, 6, and 5. But too many 4s. He was obviously aggressive on the 9th throw and the 10th throw, going for the kill shot because he had to, but something he's looking to improve on.
Those kill shots, we've seen them so many times for D'Onofrio. They could be huge when we get to the postseason. Here's D'Onofrio on hitting that kill shot here today.
If it was any farther outside, it would have missed. I mean, I hit it with literally a sliver of that red line, and thankfully I got it. To hit that 59. I'm gunning for the 60s. I'm gunning for those 60s. Got to have that. You got to have that. Like I said, when you go to the U.S. Open, those guys are hitting 64s like no big deal. And that's where I want to be. So when I hit that, it was a relief because I knew it was close. I knew it was real close when I could see it, and that's why as soon as I walked up, I pulled out the flashlight. I wanted to see it, and I saw that little sliver. And now with the new rules, you can't say anything to the judge. So it's one of those things where you can't coach him, you can't manipulate the situation anyway. So I walked up and I heard that she was calling in for a second call, and I was like, perfect. So I just walked back and let him make the call, and thankfully Casey made the right call.
What a match, and we are set to go for our next matchup here on Battle Axe. GINA FEENSTRA getting ready to take on Matt the Thunder Haas. These two have a nice little relationship off the throwing field.
When we showed up tonight, he said, there's my favorite and my least favorite person. So, apparently I'm pretty special. It's all fun and games, but I think the banter goes on outside of Axe League, and it's just fun, to watch him.
Well, Matt the Thunder Haas, he's a big fan of GINA FEENSTRA, not so much Brandon FEENSTRA. Matt Thunder Haas is going to talk now about changing up his throw.
I have not thrown yet tonight, so we're going to see. Changed my stance a little bit. It's proving to be quite effective, so we'll see how that goes. And when it comes to face, he who shall not be named, we'll see what happens. I decided I don't want to look like I'm trying to fight the board anymore. I want to approach the board calmly, collective. Nice Superman stance, shoulder width apart. I don't need to dominate the board, just Brandon Feenstra.
Oh, Brandon Feenstra lurking in the shadows there behind Matt the Thunder Haas.
This is a rivalry that is getting red hot, and I cannot wait for them to face each other. But as it stands right now, it's going to be Matt versus GINA Feenstra.
GINA Feenstra ready to take on Matt the Thunder Haas.
Well, as he said before, Joey, Matt the Thunder Haas is a man on a mission. He is looking to go and take Brandon down again. And right now, he's just got to face GINA Feenstra. He's putting up some impressive scores here as of late, changing up his throw, a bold move, and looks like the results are pretty good to start. 5 on the first throw.
Major League Baseball, of course, has Yankees, Red Sox. College basketball has Duke, North Carolina.
Yes.
Here on Battle Axe, we've got Matt Thunder Haas and Brandon Feenstra.
Exactly, a rivalry that will go down in the books as legendary.
4 GINA, 5 Matt.
So another nice 5 there by Matt. Looks like the new throwing stance is working out. GINA, of course, she's kind of gets stuck in that 4 rut a little bit, but she's, for the most part, really eliminated those drops from her game, really moved on from that 2 and 3 ring. Now she has to take that next step and progress her game from that 4 ring to that 5 ring and that bullseye that all competitors are chasing.
Well, 3 straight 5s from Matt the Thunder Haas as he builds a 4-point lead over GINA Feenstra after the first 3 throws.
So you can definitely see a different approach with Matt throwing the axe here. He's taking his time. He's kind of taking a little breath before. In the other matches we've seen, Joey, he would just walk up there, grip it, rip it, and attack that board. But his new approach seems to be working out. GINA does gain a point, though. Looks like a 4 there for Matt. And GINA just focusing up on that board. Just missed that 5 by not that much, Joey.
So a couple of 4s from Haas and Feenstra to keep it a 3-point lead after the first half for Matt Haas. Feenstra and Haas switch sides, and we're underway here in the second half.
Nice throw there by Thunder. That could be a bullseye, Joey, if it's popping through on the bottom part of that blade. Jenny's going to get in there and get a closer look. Ooh, but it's ruled a 5. Very close, though, Joey. He's moving in the right direction.
Didn't miss it by much. Matt Haas with a 4-point lead now and 4 throws to go.
Yeah, sitting in the driver's seat. GINA banking on Matt to make a mistake here for her to get back in this game.
4?
Definitely can't keep trading points. Down by 4, though. We've seen crazier things happen here, Joey.
Indeed we have. And with the new throwing approach for Matt Haas, so far it's working, but just one mistake could turn things around here for GINA Feenstra.
Yeah, it looks like he held on the axe just a little bit too long there.
4 Matt, 4 GINA.
Fortunate that was a 4. That was very close to being a 3.
Feenstra can't take advantage. It's still a 4-point game. 2 throws to go now.
Yep, so for Matt, it's 4s and above. That's really what he has to focus on. And you can see there he's holding on to the axe just a little too long. He left the door open with a 3. And GINA is able to make up a point, but she's running out of throws, Joey.
All right, 10 throw. Matt is up.
It's going to be a 3-point lead for Haas with the final throw coming here.
Well, GINA needs a bullseye, and she needs Matt to throw a 3, and he comes close, but it looks like that's going to be a 4. Oh, GINA very close to a 5. But unfortunately, unable to make up any points.
43, Matt.
Goes down 43 to 40.
Well, Matt Haas takes down GINA Feenstra 43 to 40. We'll see if somewhere down the road he can take down Brandon Feenstra.
I know it's one Feenstra down and another one in his sights for sure, Joey, but GINA falls to 5 and 12. Just too many 4s in the game. Matt with those first 3 5s, a really nice job for him. He improves his record to 10 and 7, and with a nice score of 43, definitely helping his average score. But yeah, we all know what's lurking in the future.
Cannot wait to watch Matt the Thunder Haas take on Brandon Feenstra. Haas looked pretty comfortable with his new throw.
Absolutely, he did, and something he's going to want to hone in on and really perfect before he ends up facing Brandon Feenstra.
Well, a couple matches down here in week number 5. Many more still to come. We'll be right back with more Battle Axe. Stay tuned to MC22. Welcome back to Battle Axe, coming to you from the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. I'm Joey DONIA alongside Bobby Bradford. We just saw Matt the Thunder Haas take down GINA FEENSTRA, and Kristen D'Onofrio had an incredible round of 59 to take down Everett Shore. If you're new to Battle Axe, we're in week number 5 already of this 7-week regular season leading up to the double elimination postseason tournament. Casey Nines ready to take on Cody Yoakum. This should be a good one, Bobby.
Oh, this is going to be a great matchup. Two of the top competitors in the league. Casey coming in at 13-3. Cody at 11-5.
4-4?
Couple of fours there to start off the match, though.
Don't want to get stuck in that vortex.
You don't want to get stuck in that vortex. We see many a competitor struggle to get out of it, and once they do, they never want to go back, Joey. But something we've kind of seen a little bit, that's a nice throw there by Cody.
4, Casey?
But something we've seen out of Casey
five?
Laserwolf 9s a little bit
It
more
looks
so than in
close.
leagues past,
No.
Joey, is these fours. Something that he, for the most part, is eliminated from his game, but is kind of starting to creep back a little bit. So a couple fours to start off, definitely not something he would like to do.
That vortex can suck you in.
4, Cody?
Looks like that's
4,
a
Casey?
5 there. Ooh, that's very close to popping through on the 5 there for Casey Laserwolf 9s, but must just be hitting that black and not popping through on the wood on the 5 ring. So 3 straight fours for Casey to start the match off, and
But just a couple points behind Yoakum,
4 and
who's
bullseye, Casey?
stuck on 4s right now as well.
All right,
there's that
fifth
flush
round, you're
bullseye. They
tied at
all tied it up
18.
now at 18. Let's see if Casey can continue to build on that bullseye. We'll see if Cody can find that bullseye stroke again as well.
Bullseye, Casey? 4, Cody?
Ooh,
Well, Casey Nines is in the zone right now. Back-to-back bullseyes. He'll take a 2-point lead into the second half.
wow. So getting out of the vortex with authority, couple 6s, a chance at a unicorn on his 6th throw here, Joey.
Ooh.
And looks like he
Bullseye,
did it.
5, Cody?
Well, we've got a unicorn. Casey Laserwolf Nines is throwing magically right now.
Yeah, he's definitely locked in 3 straight 6s. Cody with a 5, still falling down the points there. But he's getting ever closer. Now it looks like another bullseye there as well,
Bullseye,
Joey.
Casey,
4
4, Cody.
bullseyes in a row for Casey Laserwolf 9. So a 5-point lead for him going into the 8th throw.
Casey Laserwolf Nines on fire. Can he keep it going with a 5th straight bullseye?
Ooh, it's close. We're going to have to see.
4,
That
Casey.
could be, oh, it's ruled a 4.
5, Cody.
And a 5 there for Cody. So Cody able to make up a point, down by 4, going into the 9th throw, Joey. Definitely possible for him to make a comeback in this one.
He's going to have to get some 5s and bullseyes.
He's going to move in that right direction. That looks like a 5 there for Casey.
Casey.
And that, unfortunately, looks like a 4 there. You can see
4,
Cody
Cody.
just even called it right there. He knew it as soon as it left his hand.
All right, last
So
throw.
Casey
Casey's
able to make
by
up that
5.
point, get that 5-point lead back, Joey. And now he needs a... Ooh,
All right.
nice aggressive move here, Joey.
Cody Yoakum going to go for the kill shot here.
Got a 4 there, and
4,
ooh,
Casey,
very
0,
close,
Cody.
just a little high of the kill
Good
shot.
game.
But hey, man, I love that aggressive move there.
40, Cody.
Tournament's right around the
49,
corner,
Casey.
and you got to get comfortable with that kill shot at some point.
Casey Nines gets the win, 49-40 over Cody Yoakum.
Yeah, Casey with a really nice run there from his 4th to 7th throw, 4 consecutive 6s to really put himself in the driver's seat and create a substantial lead. Unfortunately for Cody, he wasn't able to capitalize on it. Made a little push there towards the end and had a chance on his 9th and 10th throw, but loved the aggressive move of going for the kill shot. He didn't miss it by very much. Even with the game lost, he still just wanted to go for it and get that experience in.
Casey Nines improving to 14-3 on the season. Cody Yoakum dropping to 11-6. We are all set to go for our next matchup here on Battle Axe. Sarah Fitting going to take on Beth Jen.
Another matchup of top 10 competitors here in Battle Axe. Sarah coming in at 8-8, Beth at 6-10, but don't let that record fool you, Joey. Beth can put up some serious points.
4, Beth. 5, Sarah.
Nice throw there by Sarah. Just missing that bullseye by a little bit. But a 5. Nice way to start off the match. But something that's kind of plagued Beth Jen a little bit this year, Joey, is the drops. The uncharacteristic drops that we really didn't see from her too much in her first season.
Bullseye, Sarah.
Nice
4 Beth.
bullseye there by Sarah.
Beth has also spent a lot of time in that vortex, but she's improved. She's getting more and more closer and closer to consistently putting up 5s and bullseyes.
Absolutely, Joey. It's the progression every player wants to make, and you can see when you see some of the competitors in this league, like the Magic Man or Chris the Dagger D'Onofrio, they're living in that 5 and 6 ring, you know. So a nice bullseye there by Beth.
Right on cue.
Yeah,
Beth Jen with a bullseye to get within 1 point of Sarah Fitting.
Yep, so again, we've said it before, Joey, but it's all about memorizing that muscle memory. So once you get that bullseye throw dialed in, it's all remembering
right,
that
fifth
release
row,
point,
Sarah's
how
up
far
by
you take
1.
back the axe, all those little things that really only come with throwing an axe over and over and over again. So it looks like a 5 there for Beth
5
and
Beth,
a
4
4
Sarah.
there for Sarah. So Beth making a nice comeback here in this game, tying this thing up 23-23 going into the turn.
We've got a good one brewing here between Fitting and Jen. They'll switch sides, and we're underway here in the second
4 Beth.
half. Nice start for Fitting. That might be a bullseye.
Bullseye
It might be,
Sarah.
yes, and it is ruled a bullseye there. So the top part of that blade, Joey, popping through on the red of that bullseye. Nice response after Beth had tied this thing up.
So Fitting now with a 2-point lead after 6 throws.
4
A
and
couple
4.
4s there, so no ground gained or no ground lost. Still a 2-point lead. We saw last week, Joey, Beth did a really nice job of overcoming a drop that she had versus Matt the Thunder Haas. And she ended up falling in that game, but still really made a game of it despite the drop.
Bullseye Sarah. 4 Beth.
Nice bullseye there by Sarah. Really kind of starting to pull away here. 4 up by 4 with 2 throws to go. Still possible for Beth to make a comeback here.
2 bullseyes in her last 3 throws for Sarah Fitting as she looks to put this one away.
Looks like that
Beth,
could
Sarah?
be
Bullseye
a
Beth.
bullseye, and it's ruled a bullseye, so kind of similar to Chris the Dagger D'Onofrio's kill shot. That thing
Alright,
was
last
just
throw. Sarah's
popping
up by
through on the
3.
left-hand side of that blade. So down by 3. She needs Sarah to throw a 3 here, and she needs to hit that bullseye again. But Sarah won't let that be the case, Joey.
5 Beth.
Sarah Fitting
Sarah.
lands a 5 to put it away.
All
she
right,
gets
good
the
game,
win
46
over Beth Jen.
49 Sarah.
49-46 the final.
Yeah, just a really good matchup there by Sarah Fitting. Impressive score of 49, well above her average. I think she's around 45 is her average score, so a nice job there. You can see the 3 4s in her round, or sorry, the 4 4s in her round. Really the only blemishes on the scorecard, and if you ask most competitors, they don't mind that as a blemish. But for Beth, she falls to 6 and 11, did a good job of making this thing interesting, and then just unfortunately got caught in that vortex again and just couldn't get out of it.
But overall, like you said, just a really nice model of consistency here from Beth Jen and Sarah Fitting. Both of these competitors, very formidable opponents with the postseason right around the corner. We've got a lot more Battle Axe to bring you. Stay tuned to MC22 for more Battle Axe. Welcome back to Battle Axe, week number 5 of this 7-week regular season leading up to the double elimination postseason tournament. I'm Joey Donia alongside Bobby Bradford at the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. We've had 4 thrilling matches thus far. We've got 4 more to bring you here in week number 5. Next up, Brandon FEENSTRA, ready to take on Sarah Fitting. We just saw Sarah Fitting put up an impressive round to get the win over Beth Jen.
Yeah, nice round of 49 to come up with the victory against Beth Jen. Brandon's first match of the night. Nice
Sarah.
throw. Looks like a 5 there for
5
Brandon.
Brandon.
And ruled a 5 there for Sarah as well.
So Sarah Fitting keeps things going. She gets this match started with a 5. Brandon FEENSTRA looking good as well. Could have another good one in store.
Absolutely. So it looks like Brandon coming in at 7 and 9. And Sarah improved her record
Brandon,
to
5
9
Sarah.
and 8. And another nice throw there by Sarah Fitting to take a 1-point lead going into the third throw. Axe getting away from Brandon a little bit there. But he's improved. He's showing really consistent throwing over the last few weeks, Joey, and I think that rivalry with the Thunder has kind of ignited something in Brandon.
Yeah, you can't imagine Brandon Feenstra sitting there listening to Thunder Haas talk all that trash and just not having a fire ignited deep within inside of him.
Exactly. There's something to boiling in there, so we're excited to see that matchup when and if it does occur. But right now, putting up a good fight here against Sarah Fitting. That's very close to being a bullseye. Ruled a 5, though. If I were Brandon, I'd get a little closer look at that one, Joey. That looked pretty close.
Sarah's up by 1.
Sarah Fitting with a 1-point lead after 4 throws.
Nice throw there by Brandon. Looks like that could be a very flush bullseye.
Bullseye, Brandon.
Popping through on the bottom part of that blade, Joey. He was inching ever so closer to that bullseye, Joey. So it was bound to happen sometime. He'll take a 1-point lead going into the turn. Axe getting away from Sarah a little bit there. But I don't think any ground's going to be lost because that's a 4 for Brandon as well.
Sarah Fitting starting to get stuck in that vortex. We'll see if she can get out of it here on the 7th throw. As Brandon Feenstra has a 1-point lead with just 3 throws to go.
Yeah, you can see both competitors doing a really nice job of focusing up on that board. Sarah not missing that bullseye by much. Brandon fortunate that his was a 5 and Sarah's was a 5 as well. Still has a 1-point lead. This is anyone's ball game here, Joey.
Look at that focus from Brandon Feenstra.
Yep, the intensity, and it looks like it paid off. That could be a bullseye there, Joey. I think that's popping through in the top part of the blade there, and it is ruled a bullseye. So a 2-point lead here for Brandon Feenstra going into the 9th throw. A nail biter. So it's really important for Sarah to capitalize on any mistakes that Brandon does, and Brandon throws a 4, and Sarah's unable to capitalize on it. So
all right,
definitely at least wanted a 5 there, Joey, just to cut this thing down to a 1-point lead.
She's going to need at least a 4 or less from Brandon Feenstra to have a shot here.
Oh, and Brandon
Feenstra pounds in a dagger. Another 5 to put a bow on this one. He gets the win, 48
all right, good game.
to 46.
Sarah, 48 Brandon. Good game.
Yeah, just a nice job by Brandon Feenstra there to take the lead and really never relinquish it. He did a good job. Couple 6s there. Probably a little too many 4s for his liking, but an impressive round of 48. We know he has that 50 score as a goal for the season. And for Sarah, just did a nice job. Just unfortunately, she didn't have any bullseye. She came very, very close in this matchup, Joey. But yeah, a bullseye or 2 here would really change the outcome of this game.
Well, Matt the Thunder Haas is talking a lot of trash. Meanwhile, Brandon Feenstra is just letting his game speak for itself.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got another match ready to go here on Battle Axe. Let's get to it right now. Casey Laser Wolf Nines going for another win. He's going to take on Beth Jen.
Yeah, so both competitors have already competed tonight. Casey coming in at 14-3, Beth at 6-11. But this should be a good one.
Casey and drop.
Wow. Not the way any player wants to start off a match, Joey.
Especially when you're going up against a player as good as Casey Laser Wolf Nines.
Wow.
Beth Jen's in a hole. She's going to have to dig herself out slowly but surely.
Yeah, the good thing from Beth's perspective now is it happened on the first throw. You got a lot of throws to make those points up. So, unfortunately for her, she falls down another point as well. So, a 5-point lead quickly here for Casey Laser Wolf Nines going into the 3rd throw.
Nines put up a round of 49 in his first match of the day. Beth Jen had a round of 46 in a close loss to Sarah Fitting.
Yeah, Casey with a bullseye there, so adds on to the lead. So what we've seen Beth call out of holes before, so we'll see. She's got her work cut out for her right now, but
she's got to get in that 5 and 6 ring consistently throughout the rest of this match to have a shot.
All right, 5th
Yep,
row.
we saw Casey in his previous matchup get that really nice, consistent 4 6s in a row. Definitely wants to live there. Doing a really nice job of kind of living in that 5 and 6 ring a little bit on this in this matchup.
Well, Casey Nines leading this one 25-17 after the first half.
Yep, and again, so points are what matters the most. So even if Beth falls in this game, she's still got to find that 5 and 6 rings, keep putting up those serious points to stay within the top 10 of this league. And unfortunately for her, just too many 4s on the scorecard, down by 9. Casey doing a really nice job, as you can see, only the 1-4 on his game here.
I don't recall seeing Beth Jen go for a kill shot yet this
Beth,
season, but
Casey?
perhaps this is the time for it.
I know she's practiced them before in warm-ups and everything like that, but it's, again, something every competitor has to get used to, has to be comfortable with, and it's something we all have to work on.
4 and 4?
Looks like that's very close to being a 5 there for Casey Laser Wolf 9s.
Is it a 5? It looked like
Yeah.
a 5. 5, Casey.
So calls in for a second opinion. Jenny comes over and corrects the ruling. So another nice throw there by Laser Wolf. But you're right, Joey. We haven't seen her go for a kill shot very much. I'd be wondering if that's going through her mind.
5, Beth.
You would assume she's got to be at least considering it. She
right,
is down
last
by
throw.
11
Casey's up
here,
by
heading
11.
into the final throw.
Able to make up a point there on her 9th throw. And, another thing, too, Joey, that a lot of competitors like to do is just focus up on that 6 ring. So they're just working on focus on that 6 ring. To focus on anything else can be a little more problematic and get in the way a little bit. So that could be part of the rationale. But as it stands, Casey comes out with the victory 49-39.
Beth. 49, Casey.
Casey Nines improving to 15-3 with his second win here in week number 5.
Yeah, just a really impressive showing. He's had the 3 4s on the scorecard there, but really just a nice run of 5s and 6s. Very close to being, those 5s very close to being some bullseyes at times as well. So a nice score of 49. Not able to crack that 50 mark that he's so used to, but still an impressive round. Improves the record to 15-3.
And, of course, this wasn't the result Beth Jen was looking for, that drop on the first throw. Any drop just devastating in this league. Let's throw it down now to Beth Jen to get her thoughts on her night thus far.
I had a really great warm-up, which is interesting because normally my warm-up is very similar to how I play that night. So I felt really good going into the matches tonight. But something was just kind of off. I had a drop. I had a 2. Just could never really kind of get in rhythm. So I'm happy that I stuck mostly in the 4s, a couple 5s, but I think that drop kind of threw me off. It was my first throw of the night, and I think ever since then I just couldn't get back into it. I don't think it's an issue with the throw. Again, my warm-up was really good. I was hitting a lot of 5s, a lot of bullseyes, hit a couple kill shots in practice, so I felt really good there. I think I just got into my head early on and just couldn't figure out the adjustment I needed to make actually in the game in the moment.
Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. Consistency, of course, crucial here on Battle Axe. Casey Nines with back-to-back rounds of 49. Here's Nines on eliminating the inconsistency.
Tonight's seemed like an off night. I don't even think I hit 50 on one of my games tonight, but it seems like there's a couple of people who are running the same problem tonight, so that's worked in my favor. I think I won all my games so far, but just an off night. I think the games, I don't know if it's just maybe some of the aspect of competition in there that it's just I'm all over the board, but I've been throwing lots of 4s. I've had a game where it's like 5 after 5 after 5 and kind of going all over the place right around that bullseye. So I'm trying to zone in, but it's just not happening tonight.
Well, if you're throwing 49 for a round and you're off, you're going to win a lot of games here on Battle Axe. And, of course, Casey Nines, already 15 victories on the season. We've got much more Battle Axe still to come here in week number 5. Stay tuned. We'll be right back here on MC22. Welcome back to Battle Axe here on MC22. We're coming to you from the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. This is Joey Donia alongside Bobby Bradford, bringing you every throw of today's action. It's week number 5 of this 7-week regular season leading up to our double elimination tournament. We're going to get our first look tonight at Haley Shore. Here's Haley on her goals for the season.
Goals for the season, probably just, honestly, I don't want to get a drop in a game, but starting out the season wasn't too good, so usually my goals are just to keep my drops low and usually like to have at least 40 or more points. Then I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, a round of 40 is all it takes for Haley Shore to be happy.
Absolutely. Haley, like most competitors, wants to eliminate those drops from the game and just constantly improve.
Haley Shore ready to go here in week number 5. It's going to be Shore taking on Kyle Gall.
Yeah, so Kyle coming in at 3 and 13, Haley at 6 and 10. Kyle's experienced a little bit of the drops here as well, Joey, so
For Kyle,
something
Haley.
they're both looking to eliminate from their matchup, and a nice start there by Haley, throwing a 5.
And those are some flashy pants. I wonder if she shops at the same store as the Magic Man.
Definitely got some fashion tips one would expect. Nice throw there by Kyle. Nice easy release point there
Kyle for Haley.
for him. Very close to being a bullseye. Able to make up that point, though. Oh, and he's getting a closer look at it, too, Joey. But he's going to take the axe out of the board. It looked like he agreed with the call. But it was very close to being a bullseye.
Didn't miss it by much. It's 9-all after the first couple throws, and we're going to stay tied up. 13-all now after 3 throws, a couple 4s from Gall and Shore.
Yeah, you can see Haley with her approach. She's got that step and throw release. There's a lot of moving parts, but she can lock it all in. She can put up some impressive scores here. So nice throw there by Kyle. It looks like a very flush bullseye. And very close to being a bullseye there for Haley. So both these competitors are now starting to lock it in, Joey.
All right, 5th throw. Kyle's
First bullseye of the match from Kyle Gall. Shore didn't miss it by much. 1-point lead for Gall.
He's just got to remember that release point that he had. That was a really flush bullseye. Holding on to the axe just a little bit too long. It looks like a bullseye there for Haley.
3, Kyle.
Ooh, wow. Just a devastating turn of events there for Kyle. It's very close to being a 4. Unfortunately for him, it was a 3. So Haley with the 2-point lead going into the turn.
Well, Kyle Gall struggling a little bit after his last couple throws.
Haley on a nice run, though. Another nice 5 there. Increases her lead to 3 points going into the 7th throw. She seems to really be locked in, found that nice release point, and she's sticking in a good rhythm.
There's a better throw from Gall that might sneak into the 5 ring.
Ooh.
For Kyle, bullseye Haley.
Wow.
Just a great bullseye there for Haley.
Haley Shore is dialed in right now. 2 bullseyes in her last 3 throws, and she's got a 5-point lead.
Yeah, you can see Kyle's got some work to do here. He just needs to find that bullseye stroke that he had earlier in the match. It looks like that could be a 5. Ooh, it's ruled a 4, though, Joey. But unfortunately for Kyle, Haley throws a 3. Axe got away from her a little bit. He's able to make up a point.
Yeah, this one far from over. Haley Shore looking to put it away. If she can live in that 5 and 6 range, she should be able to get out of here with a W.
Well, Joey, and that goes to the point, too, where when she threw that 3, that's why living in that 5 and 6 ring is so important. Kyle could have made up some serious points on that throw.
All right,
and been in this game a
Haley's
little bit closer. So a 4-point lead here still for Haley going into the 10th throw. But both players putting up a nice round here, Joey.
For Kyle,
Nice throw there
5
by
Haley.
Haley.
Well,
Really
Haley
nice.
Sure puts it
All right,
away
good game.
with a
42
5.
Kyle,
She
47
gets the
Haley.
win over Kyle Gall, 47-42.
Well, we've talked about it early, Joey. A lot of competitors can get stuck in that vortex, and that's exactly what happened here with Kyle Gall. You can see he ended his match with 5 consecutive 4s for a round of 42. Falls to 3 and 14 for an overall record, but really has to focus on that nice fourth throw that he had there. That was a really flush bullseye and really showed some promise of things to come. And then for Haley, really nice round. She got into a really good rhythm from that 4th through the 7th throw. Unfortunately for her, she had a 3 on that 8th throw, but still was able to recover and maintain the victory.
Yeah, she said she's happy just living in scores of the 40. She's got to be really happy about this round of 47 to improve to 7-10 on the season. Next matchup, Cody Yoakum taking on Hannah Brussel. First time seeing Brussel here in Week 5. This should be a good one.
Yeah, Hannah had a very exciting matchup with Casey Laserwolf 9s last week. Went down to sudden death, and she nailed the kill shot for the victory. Cody, of course, played Casey earlier tonight. and he's looking to take on Hannah now.
Couple of fours to start this one between BROESSEL and Joachim.
And one of the things, too, Joey, in the top 10 leaderboard here at Battle Axe, these two competitors are ever so close. They are trading points constantly week in and week out. And it looks like that could be a 4 there for Hannah. Unfortunately for her, it was a 4 because it was very close to being a 3.
Well, Cody Joachim with a 1-point lead after the first couple of throws.
So Hannah just trying to find that release point, focusing up on that board. Nice flush bullseye there. Ooh.
3, Cody. Bullseye, Hannah.
And for Cody, just a devastating 3 to come off what was a really nice start. Goes from a 1-point lead down to 2.
A very rare 3 from Cody Joachim. Hannah BROESSEL taking full advantage.
Yeah, you can see he just held onto the axe there just a little bit too long, and looks like that could be a 5 there for Hannah. We're going to get Jenny to get a closer look, and it's ruled a 4. So no ground gained or no ground lost, but still, Hannah would like to find that bullseye throw sooner rather than later.
Hannah's up by 2.
Yeah, just one bullseye so far in this match. It came from BROESSEL just a couple throws ago.
Looks like a 5 there for Hannah, and a nice bullseye there for Cody. Something he desperately needed in this matchup.
And BROESSEL didn't miss the bull by much. She's going to bring a 1-point lead into the second half.
So they'll touch tips as they switch sides. And again, then for Hannah, she was very close to that bullseye there in her last throw. Getting away from her a little bit there. It's a 4, but it's a 4 for Cody as well. Another nail biter, man.
We wouldn't expect anything less here on Battle Axe.
Well, and as I mentioned earlier in the match too, Joey, these competitors are so close on the top 10 leaderboard here. I mean, they are literally trading points week in and week out, so we should expect nothing less other than a very close matchup. Oh,
4, Cody.
so ruled a 6, Joey.
Oh, 5, Cody.
Cody Joachim, an honest man.
He's an honest man. He's going to come about his victory honorably. So getting up a closer look, saw that it wasn't a bullseye. It was, in fact, a 5. Nice. A couple 4s there.
4.
So again, you can see that axe just getting away from Hannah just a little bit. And then Cody, of course, held on to that axe just a little bit, creating that extra rotation that makes it land in the 4 ring. Still, anyone's ball game.
This one going down to the wire. Cody Joachim clinging to a 1-point lead with 2 throws to go.
4, Hannah.
Nice bullseye there. Ooh, it's ruled a 5. Again, I would get a closer look at this one. Yeah, Cody's going to get it up there and
Bullseye, Cody.
challenge it, and it is ruled a bullseye. It looked like it from the action cam
Cody's
there.
Up by 1.
So how the tides can turn, Joey. Cody with the 1-point lead, keeping it loose. Hannah trying to focus up on that board. Gave up the lead. Looks like a 5 there. That could be a bullseye if it's popping through the left-hand side.
4, Cody.
Such a close.
5, Hannah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hannah BROESSEL just missed getting the win.
Wow.
Right.
If she had
You guys
gotten
are
that
tied at
bullseye
45.
instead, we're going to sudden death.
So back-to-back weeks, Hannah goes for sudden death in the final match here at Battle Axe. Well, she did it last week, Jody. Can she do it again?
We shall see. Free Battle Axe here for the fans.
So closest to the kill shot wins. If you hit the kill shot and your opponent does not, obviously you win as well. Cody with a really nice throw there.
Cody gets it.
Cody Joachim
Nice.
Actually get it.
getting the victory in sudden death.
Very close. It's a little sliver.
I'm going to say, so I
All
don't
right,
think he
Cody
technically got the
wins.
kill shot, but he was definitely closer, but didn't miss that thing by much, Joey.
Well, what a way to wrap up week number 5. BROESSEL and Joachim going back and forth, and it's Joachim winning it, nearly hitting that kill shot for the victory.
Yep, Cody kind of left the door open there on his third throw with that 3. Hannah did a nice job of creating a lead, but unfortunately for her, left the door open for Cody to come back in and tie this thing up. She did just miss that bullseye on her 10th throw, which would have given her the victory, but really impressive, aggressive moves here by Cody, going for the kill shot in his first matchup with Casey Nines and then coming ever so close to hitting it here in this matchup against Hannah BROESSEL. So he'll improve his record to 12-6. Hannah will fall to 11-6. And what a great matchup.
What a great matchup, and what a thrilling week of action here in week number 5. 2 weeks to go until the postseason. Time now for our post-game wrap-up. After 5 weeks of competition, Matt Bradshaw remains the leader, unbeaten, a perfect 20-0, averaging nearly 56 points per game. Behind Bradshaw, it's Chris the Dagger D'Onofrio, Casey Nines, Cody Yoakum, Hannah Brussel, Eric Schizzle, Brandon Feenstra, Stephanie Prine, Sarah Fitting, and Beth Jen.
Yeah, as you can see there with our last matchup, Cody Yoakum and Hannah Brussel at 4 and 5, but separated only by 1 point, Joey.
Going to be a thrilling postseason tournament. As always, that's going to do it here for week number 5 from the Bustin Axe Throwing Range. For Bobby Bradford and the entire MC22 crew, this is Joey Donia. We'll see you next time on Battle Axe.